Hello, everybody. Today's show is sponsored by our two presenting sponsors, Unicorn UNI KRN and Pugna PVGNA. As per usual, you'll be hearing a bit more about them in approximately 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 4 seconds. All right, hello and everybody, and welcome to everybody's favorite podcast. We, of course, are a Dota podcast, and we stream exclusively and download exclusively from Facebook, which is a new deal we've struck with our lovely friends at ESL and at Facebook. So I'm sure everybody's going to be really happy about that. If you're listening to this, you don't even know it, but I guarantee you're listening to it through Facebook, and there'll probably be a Reddit thread in a couple minutes. We're going to have BSJ on later. He may get banned. Who knows?
Okay.
How do you feel about this new partnership, Proud?
It's good, I guess. I don't use Facebook because Zuckerberg's a fucking piece of shit, and I hope he dies.
Okay, well, on that note, I think we just lost our Facebook sponsorship, so let's talk about our week in Dota, shall we, Proud?
This is how it's going to go with all our sponsorships, by the way.
Yeah?
Whoever has money is going to sponsor us, so I'm going to say they're a bad person, and then we're going to lose it, and then I'm going to get fired, and then you're going to flounder and not do anything.
I don't want to think about that future. I like our current sponsors because they're not Mark Zuckerberg, and I think we'll be... I don't think we have to worry about
It's actually really good that they're not Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah. Anyway...
Mike, you could call him Mike. I think he's Mike Zuckerberg. That sounds
Mike
much
Zuckerberg?
more natural. I think so.
Yeah. That's like his weird brother that the family keeps like in hidden. Anyway. Yeah. Okay. Gosh, before we get our hammers and sickles out, let's talk about Dota, shall we?
Okay.
So, Proud, how's your week in Dota been?
It's been good. I got on my meds again, so I win every game now.
Yeah, I saw you tweeted out a picture of your board, and it was very illustrative.
Yeah, there was like one day where I didn't have any of the meds I'm on right now, and I just like lost, and I knew I was gonna lose. I just felt like shit. And so it's like, there's nothing else to do, and playing Dota makes an hour go by. So I'm just going to play Dota until I can't do anything else. And so I did, and I lost about 200 MMR. But on the plus side, that just means that all the recovery games, I could just pick core, and then the people who are like, ranks below me are like, oh man, the Divine player wants it, that's cool. So I just get whatever I want. And those have been very fun. But yeah, definitely, I had a fucking gyro game where I was like 17-0 and 22, and I was just like, the perfect gyro game. I'm so
farming commends,
good.
I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I've realized that I pretty much lose every laning phase on Quap. I just am good at every other aspect of her, and that's why I win on her. Let's see, what else did I learn about myself? Some Doom, same old, same old. I went back to playing Venge support because I was like, I'm so fucking tired of Jakiro. I'm going to pick Venge, even though she's not a very good hero. And I fucking love Venge, man. Swap is just such a good skill.
Oh, yeah.
It's just
and
the
stuns
best.
are good, and she has one, so she's de facto a good hero.
And then she's got the damage aura, so all my carries do shit. Yeah, I like her. I like her so much. She's so cool. And then played some party games, and most importantly, I tried out what I was intending to do this week, which is the Divine Rapier Monkey King. So we'll talk about that more later. Also, I played Terrorblade in PL, and I got Battlefuries on them, like God intended.
Yeah, but that also we'll be talking about in a bit. Battlefury is... It's, I was going to say the new hotness, but it's kind of been the hotness for a while, and it maintains its current hot streak.
It's the surging hotness.
Yep.
We're currently undergoing a heat wave, although it's always been quite warm.
Yep. Let's see. My weekend Dota has been very bad, but I'm not going to drone on about it. I'm just going to admit that I have not been playing well, and in the games where I do play well, I have had poor luck, and my teammates have not been exactly the best. So that's been disappointing. And also I've been almost exclusively playing ranked, like I was talking about on the Tuesday show, where
unranked
I used to play
so shit.
I used to play a lot. Like, I used to play majority unranked and then a minority ranked games, and now it's a majority ranked and a minority unranked, and when I'm on winning streaks, that's great. But when I'm on losing streaks, like I have been this last few days, it's not fun. The big thing for me in my week, I've been playing a lot of variety of heroes, but the one consistent thing I've been doing is toying around with this new Invoker build I was talking to somebody about. They got it from Mid One did it in a game, and a couple other people are doing it. A lot of people have messed around with Treads Invoker, and that's not exactly the most brand new tech in terms of going Treads. It's a little uncommon, but it's like it's seen it's seen. But Invoker's problem.
Would you say that
things,
it's already treaded ground? I
would say that. Sure, I'll take that.
Yeah,
I'll take one for the team and acknowledge that joke. So Invoker has a lot of problems at the moment, and that's why like I've wanted to do an Invoker episode for months, but I honestly just don't think this hero is at all viable right now, unless like you just like you only play him from ahead, and if you're even a little bit behind, you just lose. So his larger problem is that like his laning stage is weak, and then he also has to buy a Midas. So the new build that I was testing out was a build where you skip Midas, and it allows you to ideally get like an Aghanim Scepter and a bunch of stat items. And that lets you fight earlier, and it shores up your laning phase because you're getting like an Aki and a Null and a Wand and Treads. And then you're relatively tanky, so you're not as gankable as normal, because normally Invoker's super susceptible to ganks. And he has no escape. Like, his escape is you walk away slowly while invisible. So any competent person is going to... invisible. Yeah, sometimes people are just going to dust you. And it's like you always talk about with Shadow Blade, where it's like you get one free life. It's like, you ghost walk away from one gank, and that's it. After that, you die every single time, and you die agonizingly. And it costs like 250 mana to cast, because you have to cast the 200 mana ghost walk and then the 50 mana from Invoke. So he has a lot of problems. But again, the Midas thing is what we're trying to circumvent. And the build, like I said, is generally people are going, or I shouldn't say people, but the idea is that you go Null, and then you get a Bassi, and then you finish a Wraith Band. You get your Wand, of course. So that's 3 stat items right off the bat. It shores up, your health pool, because they took away his level 10 talent that used to be 100. I think it was 125 health. It might have been 150. Yeah, and so he needs a stat item. Then you're getting Treads, whereas normally you just have Brown Boots. So that's another 10 stats. So it's either 10 damage or 200 health
or whatever. Yeah.
Which is handy. And then you can kind of diverge after that. Some people are going drums. I tried going Force Staff right after. And then another variant of the build is just to go Ags right after those stat items. Whereas normally you'd be building a Midas, which is better in the long run, but it means that you have an item that gives you basically nothing and requires you to hold on to 2,000 gold. Or requires you to hold on to 1650 gold. Which can be difficult if you're getting chain ganked. An Invoker attracts ganks, so it's not like he's ever going to be left alone in a real game. Yeah. And I will say, like, I only played 2 games of this because I got so demoralized after playing 2 games of Invoker. It was just terrible. But it feels like one of those builds where, like other Invoker builds, you just need to be super ahead. And in one of my games, I played the Invoker DK matchup, which is just miserable to play. And I got ganked by a Pudge over and over again because, that's just how Dota works. You get ganked if you're the mid laner. And then my other game, I just got chain ganked by Ember and Tusk. So that's like a good example of a lot of other heroes, you'd have a hard time, but you have a catch-up mechanic. But Invoker does not have a catch-up mechanic, right? Like, if you have a really bad lane on SF, who's a classic hero that just gets ganked over and over again in the mid lane, you just go jungle and you have raises, so you're fine. And you manage your CS that way. But Invoker, you don't have wave clear. And
he doesn't have any raisins.
He doesn't have any raisins either. So he's like horribly vitamin deprived. You have Chaos Meteor every 50 seconds. So it's just, it's real rough. And this Invoker build was interesting. And I'll probably try it once or twice more. But that's the only serious thing that I worked on this week.
I was more expecting it to be like, Null, Wand, and Drum rather than an Aquila. Why do you get the Aquila?
Yeah. The Aquila gives you... Yeah, I mean, it's nice for pushing. One variant is that you don't get a Null. You start with a Bassi, and then you just eliminate the Null entirely. It's a nice little bit of damage. I like Drum as well, but Drum's a lot larger commitment, I guess.
Right, but I mean...
Also, you're going to have Forges out constantly in lane. So having that Forge also have the additional, 10 damage from the aura?
Wait, what?
No, not damage. Sorry,
armor. 2 armor.
Gosh.
Yeah, I was like, the fuck?
That would be quite the Bassi buff. So it helps your Forge Spirits I think it mana regens the forges also, because forges, like the way that the forges burn armor costs mana. I honestly don't think that's a factor, but theoretically maybe. Yeah, it's just kind of awkward. I don't know. Invoker's in a very bad place. That's my conclusion. Yeah. So that was my fun testing this week. I only lost one ranked game in that, and you know, that's okay. I can sacrifice 25 MMR to test something out. All right. Cool. Let's move into our segment, shall we? So, all right. I haven't been that bad recently. Maybe.
No, I just need to repeat it every time you say it now.
I know. Well, now I need to repeat it every time I say it too, because it unconsciously comes out, and then consciously I'm like, oh God. All right. So let's talk about, like we were saying earlier, the rising tide of Battlefury.
Yeah, dude.
Specifically, you tried out, like, the only weird Battlefury thing I've tried out is the Battlefury Slark. But other than that, I have not tested out, like you were talking about today. You played Battlefury PL, and have you played the Battlefury Terrorblade?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I was a game against a techies. Like, what did that game go to? That game went to 1 hour and 16 minutes, and I had a shit ton of fucking items.
Yikes. Yeah, I had a game where I had techies on my team and a tinker on the enemy team today, and that was absolutely miserable. Luckily, it ended in 40 minutes, but unluckily, we got absolutely demolished because they had a tinker, and we had a worthless OD. Anyway, all right, so let's talk about why people didn't do this before, before we get into why people are doing it now.
Okay, well, I have a couple theories. The one that is, I mean, there are the theories that anyone can pull out of their ass, which are just like, oh, they got buffed and farming's good, but like, let's look at a meta-analysis of Dota 2 in the current time. So, you know what's really good that I've always said is really fucking good, and that, you know, no one's ever debated me about, but I'm just feel like I need to address it specifically. You know what? Do you know what it is that I've always said is really good? Do you know?
Battlefury Monkey King?
No, Jesus.
Farming.
It's a stat.
Gold.
It's a stat.
Damage. Plus damage.
Yeah, damage.
Right,
plus damage
sick.
is really fucking good. You know me so well. Can you name any plus damage item in the game?
Desolator, Battlefury.
Desolator shit. Not in the game anymore.
Okay.
It got nerfed to hell. It's just gone.
It did. I thought you were literally just saying what has plus damage.
Yeah, well, name another item that does anything that has plus damage on it.
Daedalus.
Okay.
That's about it. Like, Battlefury, Daedalus.
And then there's Nullifier. Fucking Chortle.
Nullifier.
Get your Chortle out there. Divine Rapier, hey.
And then you get plus damage from a few
what else?
Mixed items. Well, like you get some plus damage from Bloodthorn.
Yeah, like Bloodthorn and then like Butterfly. Like all of these items that don't come into the game until you're in your 4th or 5th slot.
Yeah.
Like there's just none left. So Battlefury is the only item that actually gives damage anymore. And if you play any of these heroes and you start buying Battlefury when you used to not, you just notice like, holy shit, my attacks like do damage now. It's fucking wild. And that's a big part of why it's good. Like, not only is it great for the farming, but everything else is just loaded up with fucking attack speed now. And Battlefury is the one rebel that goes against the Tide. I mean, literally goes against Tidehunter because Tidehunter has damage block on him. So all this attack speed fucking sucks. And you need Battlefury to kill him.
That is true.
And no. Yeah, that's a really big part of it. Another part is just, you know, like, oh, it's cheap. So you buy it.
Yeah.
Because you can get it early. And Midas sucks, so the only real greedy option left is Battlefury. And it gives you that damage like Midas gives attack. I already got attack speed. Every fucking item is just pure attack speed now. I don't need a Midas
attack
for
speed
that.
Talents.
Yeah, everyone has an attack speed talent at level fucking 10 anyways. Like OD has one. I'm not going to build Battlefury on OD, but still. PL has one. Monkey King has one. Fucking Jug has one at 15. So what the fuck?
Yeah. Okay.
Why am I going to buy Midas? It has damage on it, and you can get it early because creeps are worth money.
Yeah. So let's
regen's crazy now.
Yeah, that is true. It's a lot of little things. Basically, that's like the gist of the buffs of the item, essentially, right? It's a little bit cheaper. Yeah. The regen is a little bit better, and then the larger thing is just like it gives you plus damage, and they took plus damage away from other things.
And you get gold in lane now, which is cool.
And you can do what?
And you get gold in lane now, so you can actually like afford it.
Yeah. Okay, so
yeah, I mean that's it, bro.
that's just about Battlefury, right? But let's talk about it specifically for some of these unorthodox heroes, right? Because all those buffs are handy and like easy reasons to like to definitely be building it on PA and definitely be building it on Jug and stuff like that, compared to where it was before, where occasionally you'd build it on one of these heroes, but usually you wouldn't. You'd go for something else. But nowadays it's just like, no, like barring weird circumstances where you need to like accelerate super fast or something, you can just get this item basically every game. So for some of these unorthodox heroes like Slark, Terrorblade, and PL, what is the reasoning? Like what's the straw that broke the camel's back, basically, that makes it viable? Even though like traditionally a lot of these heroes, like it's kind of antithetical to the hero's concept.
Yeah, one big thing is just that kills don't really matter that early on. So like, kills at low levels, like that was one of the big changes, is that, like outside of First Blood giving gold, you'll kill an offlaner at minute 2 and get like 100 gold split like 3 ways. It's really just like shitty. Like everyone gets basically one last hit for killing an offlaner. So if you do kind of have a bit weaker early game and you let your team suffer a little bit, it's really not that big a deal. It's not, you don't need to fight for minute 1 like you did last patch. And like the items are just really good for the laning phase. The way they've reworked how regen works, the Void Stone and the Ring of Health just give a shit ton to you. Like the strength modifying the Ring of Health and your int modifying the Void Stone. I mean, that interplay was still there before. Between the Void Stone thing, but the health from the extra health that you get from your strength from the Ring of Health is wild. Like I was playing Phantom Lancer, and I think Phantom Lancer has like base 2.5 regen.
Yeah, he's got a lot.
And what does Ring of Health give? Did it change it? It's 5, right? Yeah, it's 5. And then on the what do you get? The Perseverance, and it goes up to I think 5.5. Yeah, it goes to 5.5, and that's all modified by your strength. And I had about like 12 HP regen. And I was laning against a Legion commander who would just keep like overwhelming odds every time I got like a few illusions to spawn. And it would just get me down to half health. And then by the time the next creep wave comes, I'm full health again. And you just keep doing that.
It's the constant tango.
Like, yeah, it's honestly, it is. Like a normal hero is 1.5 regen. And then you throw on and then a tango is like 11 regen or something modified by stats. I think it's actually 7 now modified.
Yeah,
anyway.
I think it's like 8, I want to say.
Yeah, it's 7 modified. Yeah, okay, I just looked. It is 7. And and also wand. Oh, that's the reason why people get wand every fucking time.
Yep.
It's not just because like, oh, the stats are good, but it gives you 1.5 health regen. And that's then modified by your strength. Like, that's crazy. It literally doubles your health regen because your base is 1.5, then you add a 1.5 to it, and then all that is modified by your... Like, you're going to have more health with a Ring of Health at level 1, or without Ring of Health. You're going to have more health regen with a wand at level 1 than you will at, like, 25 with no wand. It's fucking wild. So the HP regen items go, like, such a fucking long way.
Yeah.
And then, battle... And then it's, it's good for the laning, and then it's your damage item, too. It's good.
Yeah, so basically it's good for both of the first 2 phases of the game, right? The laning phase and then the farming phase. It's good for both. Whereas other items would be good for one or the other, but not both.
Yeah, like no item is really going to let you start to do shit early game. Anyways, like what, if I'm going Battlefury instead of something, like what is the thing that I'm giving up for Battlefury? On Terrorblade, on Terrorblade, I'm not going to fight until I have, like, maybe my Manta and then BKB. But before that comes, like, the Aquila, the Wand, the Treads, the Dragon Lance, and then comes the Manta. But if I do the Battlefury build, like, yeah, I stop off for what? Like, it's like a little under 4,000 gold now.
What, Battlefury? Right? It's like 4,200?
It's more, yeah.
It's
4,100, yeah. So yeah, like I delay 4,000 gold or something. But let's say I were to enter a fight, instead of a Manta, I have a Battlefury. Like, I'm about as well off, honestly. Yeah, like, I mean, Manta's good, but I have 45 damage now. Like, fucking sick. And then I have a bunch of HP regen and mana regen. Like, Terrorblade needs mana regen, honestly. Like for farming and just for like, I constantly have a clarity going on Terrorblade when I'm farming just to keep my constant illusion spam going. So they're like fucking 80 mana each. But Battlefury, I don't need that shit. It just ramps you up so fast.
Yep.
You just get those items, dude. Let's see. I was playing. Let's see what this Terrorblade. Look at this Terrorblade game I had. Let's go to these graphs. Let's look at the item timings. What did our boy get? Our boy got a 15-minute Battlefury, a little slow. I think I died once in lane because there was a techies that blew himself up on me. But so I got a 15-minute Battlefury, but I still got like a 25-minute Manta with a 18-minute Dragonlance. So I'm like 25 minutes, maybe a little bit late. Like if I didn't go Battlefury, you get like a 22 or something, 21. But I mean, still, that's super nice. And I got my BKB by a little bit after 30 minutes. And like that's normally you want to start doing crazy shit on Terrorblade at about, 30, 35 minutes. Like that's when you start doing your death pushes where you like take all their tier 2s and get your big advantage and then you high ground at 40 or something. So in the end, it all timed out just fine. I also got a Hurricane Pike. So maybe if I didn't get Pike, that BKB would have been even sooner. But yeah, I mean, that's, like, yeah, it delays you a little bit, but the only thing that really got meaningfully delayed was the Manta style. And the Manta, it doesn't really dictate that much anyways. It's really the Manta and the BKB that start me fighting. So, like, as long as the amount that you delay early on lets you then ramp up to your, like, the actual timing you need to focus on, Battlefury is a really good way to go. And Battlefury is so cheap and so easy to get reliably now. And farming ancients is such an important part of the game now. And I mean, it kind of always was, but since jungle creeps aren't worth shit. Yeah, jungle creeps aren't worth shit. And the only time they're worth shit is in stacks, which, hey, you also need a Battlefury for that. And lane creeps, being in lane is dangerous. So if I clear the lane in 4 seconds, I'm extremely happy as opposed to, hitting each one individually. And then I go back and I take, my ancients or whatever. And it just fucking works. It just works.
Yeah. One of the other big things, Terrorblade specific, that I think Nahaz was tweeting out earlier, he was pointing out that you spend 80% of your time outside of metamorphosis. From like parsing, because there's no easy way to parse that. Like in every game, but you can just look at the amount of times Metamorphosis is cast. So it's like an Eternal Envy game where the Eternal Envy did this, and he said, yeah, it was like around like 80 to 82% or something like that of the time he was in melee form. So you're getting that that cleave, whereas from like a layman's perspective, if you just think about it without like really watching a game, you think like, oh, well, why would I build Battlefury on like a hero that is sometimes ranged and also builds illusions? But when you actually look at it, you are farming with your illusions frequently. Your illusions are going to have stats anyway, so they're going to be able to farm well anyway. And then, like you said earlier, it delays your timings by a little bit, but it's not delaying your actual ability to fight because you wouldn't be able to fight with that Manta anyway, right? So you're not delaying anything meaningful. It's like a trade-off rather than a loss.
And every fight on Terrorblade anyway is just about whether or not you're in a good position to metamorphosis and you get a good reflection off and then hit everyone. Like Manta has nothing to do with that. Yeah, it'll be a more drastic, metamorphosis shift and you'll kill people more. But for the most part, like if someone's gonna die to, if someone's gonna die to your, just like hammering the fuck down on them, they're probably going to die to you hammering the fuck down on them. And the difference between having 2 illusions and 45 damage from a Battlefury is not that big. Also, in terms of like, the cleave isn't when you're in meta. Like, you're only meta when you're fighting. And how often are you playing anti-mage and you're like, man, that cleave, that was the reason we won that team fight. Like, the only hero that gives a shit about their cleave in a team fight, that's like Juggernaut when he ults.
Sven.
Ember Spirit, if he ever got that, and yes, Sven, and then Tiny, I guess, to a degree.
But also their cleaves, like, most of those cleaves are way larger than Battlefury, so.
Oh, yeah.
So, going off of Terrorblade, I think, we covered most of it, but what about PL specifically? Do you think there's anything, like, unique about PL building Battlefury, having tested?
PL's like a weird hero where... I mean, he's not really weird. He's like, any other carry that is relatively squishy and easy to deal with until all of a sudden they're impossible to deal with.
Yeah.
Like the second a Magnus Shockwave or a Rubik W doesn't clear out all his illusions, is the second that all of your supports get killed by the PL before anything can happen, and then your carries try to find which one it is, and they just don't, and they all die too. So it's important to get to that point, because the area before that point is you're just like a Catman who throws a spear, and then it does 150 damage, and then they get punched by an illusion 3 times, and they lose 60 mana. And then you're just a Catman. So what?
Does anything change about the overall build? Because like on Terrorblade, you're saying that the build doesn't change so much as though like all you're doing is adding in this thing.
PL builds are entirely weird right now anyways. Like the last PL game I played, I don't think I even got a Diffusal. Some people are going like Diffusal-less PL. I'm not a big fan of that. But it's just like certain games it's good to go for. Last game, no, I did get a Diffusal. Last game I went Battlefury. Sorry, say again?
Nothing. I was just pointing out that you're a liar.
Call me a liar. Okay. Yeah, I got like Battlefury, Lincoln's, Heart, and then Diffusal.
It's a funny order.
It is. Well, so that's a kind of PL talk on its own, but I really like getting an early Heart on PL. Like there was one game where it's really far ahead and I just got Diffusal Heart and then, like Manta afterwards. Like the second you get Heart on PL, they can't do anything.
Yeah.
They just look at you and they're like, I can't deal with that. There's too much of him. And then you just like wash over them like a tide. Just whoosh. It's like that fucking, that Vine where it's like, I'm this sand god, guardian of the sand. Poseidon trembles before him. But only Poseidon doesn't tremble. PL's Poseidon because he's blue like water and he just fucking
I was thinking
high tides
more
all over your shit.
I was thinking more like the World War Z movie where the like zombies just stack on top of each other and they're
that's pretty much what we do.
They just can't deal with
PL.
with them.
Yeah, so that's one of my like someone in this game just said like as soon as PL gets Heart, like there's no way they can kill him. And so I was like, why don't I just get it now then? And it was great.
And you already have the damage,
right? Because I already have my plus damage. As long as a fight lasts a long time, I will win the fight because there's too many of me, and eventually they run out of skills, and my longest cooldown on my hero is 10 seconds, so I'm not fucking worried about running out of shit. But Battlefury just kind of lets you go any complicated item build you want. Like we were against a Tinker, a Juggernaut, and a Legion commander. So it's like, okay, I need to save my W for Juggernaut. I also need to use my W for getting out of Tusk. I need a Lincoln Sphere to get away from Legion, and I'm probably going to also W away when Legion like blinks on me or whatever. I also need a Heart so that I can live through all of Tinker's shit, and I probably also need a Diffusal at some point in this game. Mm-hmm. Like none of that is attainable by going like Diffusal first. If I did go Diffusal first, I would have been like what? Aquila, Diffusal, Lincoln Sphere. Like, does that hero hit you hard or does that hero just die slowly? Like, that's not fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Add a Battlefury in there and it's crazy. Also, people don't think about PL right. PL's not an illusion hero so much as PL is a hero that has a bunch of confusing boys surrounding him.
Yeah.
Like, your illusions don't do the damage. They burn the mana when you have Diffusal, but your illusions are just there to be confusing and to, be overwhelming. Like, you don't need to fucking like modify your stats so that your illusions are as good as possible. Just like make what's good on your hero, and then your illusions are just like a sick bonus.
Yeah, and
that's my spiel on PL.
Yep, man. I guess I played a game of Slark Battlefury. And it was interesting. Honestly, like the whole like Slark is a bit different because people generally play Slark as this kind of tempo hero where you are around like 16 minutes. You're getting your Battlefury. You have Aki you have Shadowblade, Treads, and an Aki and a wand, and then you just run around and you kill people. So by playing with the Battlefury build, you are basically choosing an entire different path. So instead of doing this kind of action-oriented ganking Shadowblade build where like you're really oppressive on the map and you're making all these crazy movements, with the Battlefury build, you're banking on the fact that you're a super good late-game hero. And that is the state that you're getting into earlier. Because with the Shadowblade build, like we were talking about earlier, kills are not worth that much anymore. Kills are worth, obviously, something if you can get an objective afterwards, but kills are something that you get to then do other things. So you don't get that much. Your tempo is not that fast gold wise if all you're doing is killing people, especially if you're killing supports, which a lot of Slarks do. So you just fall off.
Yeah, that's like the only thing you can even kill is like their Crystal Maiden or whatever, which who the fuck picks that hero?
Yeah, well, I mean, and even like other sports, like sure you can kill a Shadow Shaman maybe, but then it's like, all right, you've killed him and now you're out in the enemy jungle. Yeah,
so you can't do that anymore.
Yeah, so by doing this Battlefury build, essentially you just change your tempo entirely and you play it as though you're playing a hero kind of like a PL where you're just trying to get to a certain point of items and then you fight. So in this game, I went like Stout, Wand, Treads, Battlefury. I got Battlefury at 19, which was slow, but I got left alone in lane. Slow. It was super slow. I forget I got left in lane alone, and it doesn't matter. But the point is that I got my Battlefury at 19, and I got Echo Saber at 22, and that was just because I needed to fight. But with just those two items, I was fighting, and I was way more effective than any Shadowblade build would have been. Because the Shadowblade, sure, it gives you a bit of attack speed and gives you a bit of damage, but once you're using it as initiation and then escape. But with the Echo Saber plus Battlefury, I was doing way more. Like my burst damage on somebody was amped, like it was practically doubled. Because Battlefury is so much more plus damage than Shadowblade. And sure, you don't get the Shadowblade hit, but whatever, who cares? And then I went Blink because I
care about that one. I just I pull it because that's an important. The extra damage you get on a Shadowblade hit's a big deal.
Well,
I know you know that, but
it is for pickoffs.
Make sure everyone.
But in a team fight, if you are like, let me look.
Yeah, over the course of a team fight, not that big a deal. Yeah. I needed to pay respects to my Shadowblade real quick.
Yeah, I mean, Shadowblade is big, but I also know that I'm not a Shadowblade player, as has been documented over hundreds of hours of audio, and so I wanted to go Blink Slark. And also, they had a sniper in this game. And I knew I was not going to be able to like get in on a sniper with a Shadowblade. I was like, I need a Blink in this game. There's no way I don't play Blink Slark this game. And I got Blink at 26, which was also slow. That's like a 400 some odd GPM between the Echo Saber and the Blink. So clearly we had some trouble in the mid game, but it all kind of worked out. And then I built Abyssal and a Scotty, and we just kind of jammed on them, and it was really good. It's also a pretty good Slark game in the grand scheme of things, because Slark Storm is a great duo in terms of cores, because both of them need to be dealt with very specific things, and generally one is going to get killed and the other one's going to just like win every fight.
Yeah. It's kind of like when you have Doom for a Storm Spirit and then they pick two other heroes that need to be doomed, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, exactly. So that was a nice core duo, which helped me. Like in this game, he was the real one that really like steamrolled the enemies, and I just kind of was a distraction. But it felt good, honestly. Like you farm fast already with Dark Pact, but the Dark Pact, as anybody who has played Slark like is constantly frustrated by, it'll almost kill everything, and then you have to manually just like hit to finish off a wave, or you have to prime the wave, stuff like that. But with the Battlefury, you are farming absurdly fast, and also the regen allows you to pounce from camp to camp. And with the new jungle changes, especially in the Dire jungle, there are so many like so much terrain that you can jump over to optimize your paths.
Yeah, for sure.
So having a billion mana regen at all times meant that I never had to figure out clarities, and I was just constantly hopping from camp to camp. And it's one of those things where you hopping from camp to camp may not be that noticeable in like a single instance, but when you look at it over the course of like a 10-minute period, that's the equivalent of you getting like 3 or 4 extra camps that you would not have gotten otherwise. So it was really handy.
Yeah, I mean, with Battlefury, Slark almost just plays like anti-mage, honestly.
Really,
in the way that he farms, like
that's exactly
what
it is.
He can move across the map about as fast, and he can move around the jungle about as easily.
Yeah,
and he's actually really good late game, unlike anti-mage.
Yeah, and it lets you split push super hard, whereas normally Slark's split push is kind of like finicky, no pun intended. But with the Battlefury, you can just like with reckless abandon, you can just farm side lanes. You could of course go Shadowblade after Battlefury. Again, I just personally am not that kind of player, especially in a game like this. So it was super fun.
Yeah, against Sniper, I can see that for sure.
Yeah, it was super fun, and also like Slark's not in a good position right now for a variety of reasons, but this build kind of made him like a more traditional late game carry, which felt way better because it wasn't like it eliminated a lot of the problems Slark had in my eyes.
Yeah. All your eggs aren't in the basket of like I get my Shadow Blade, I have to get 3 kills, or everything fucking sucks.
Exactly.
Especially when the enemy carry is getting Battle Fear and you're like, all right, I'm gonna go look for support kills while their fucking Juggernaut farms his 8th item.
Yeah. So it was fun. Like honestly, if I do play Slark, I would very rarely not do this Battlefury build. That being said, I would rarely pick Slark in the first place, other than to test out a fun build like this. Just because I think the hero's in a great spot.
Skrunk was saying he saw like a like in Battlefury earlier, and I was like, don't tell me that. Like, I'm gonna do that now.
That's interesting.
I mean, you know how I like my Lycan builds. I'm not a huge fan of the Necro kind of stuff, but I mean, I'd still go Necro Book because it's a really good item. But man, if I could ever ditch this Dom, I'd be so happy.
I hate Dom.
I hate Dom on Lycan.
Yeah, I'm just scared. It's like I don't have a metaphor for this actually, or a simile, but I feel like every day I wake up and I check Twitter and there's some weird Battlefury build, and I'm just like, I don't want this to exist. I don't want this to be in my games. Well,
I don't like it because it's gonna get nerfed, and like I love it. I love Battlefury. It's just fun. Let me keep it.
Yeah.
Like, who's mad at this?
It's just weird. Like it's just a bit much.
I want my battle. Okay, if you're gonna take away Battlefury, give me back Death Cell. That's like my bargain.
Yeah, that's fair. I would trade for that. Yeah. All right. So let's hop off this segment and talk a bit about our duo of heroes today, but also kind of a pseudo segment because you're gonna be playing Monkey King, and we've talked about Monkey King plenty of times. But the interesting thing is you're gonna be talking about Divine Rapier, and that whole meta, because you've been building Divine Rapiers on a lot of heroes, not just Monkey King, right?
Yeah, I'm quite the Divine Rapier enthusiast at this point.
Yep.
There are very few times where I get a Divine, where I'm even in a game that looks quite like, if it's like maybe like a 30% chance that we win this game, or like a 40% chance, I'll get a Rapier, and then it'll be. This is not correct to say, but it could either be 100% chance to win, or it could be a 0% chance to win. Well, I don't know, which means basically it's a 50% because I don't know. I have no earthly idea. But if I just play well, and then it's like we just fucking win. Yeah. It's just such a good item.
Elements of surprise and whatnot also. Nobody expects it.
Dude, how many games have you had where like you get wiped by a gyrocopter and you're like, oh shit, he's got Rapier?
Yeah, I lost to a Rapier Shadow Fiend yesterday.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking good. Like, you know what happens when you win a team fight with a Rapier? You take their base. It's gone. Like that, and they don't have time for buybacks. Like, you just fucking lose. If you lose the team fight with the Rapier, you were gonna fucking lose the team fight anyways, and you were probably gonna lose. It's great.
Yeah. So, like, give us, like, an example of, like, how you fit it in. Because my problem with Rapier, as much as, like, I'm a defensive player in general, and I don't build Rapiers because I'm like, oh, man, I'm going to lose it. I'm not a defensive player. I'm just an anxious player.
Conservative.
That's the word.
Safe.
But every time I do want to build a Rapier where I'm like, I'm just going to lose this game unless something drastically changes, I find that it's like, all right, well, I want to have this, but I only have like 3K, and I'm going to lose another fight before I can get another 2,400 gold or 3,000 gold. So, like, how do you fit it in? Is it like you're already winning, so you do it? Or is it like, I feel like I'm losing, so let's save a bunch of money and then build a Rapier?
It can kind of go both ways. The main time that I do it is when I know my damage isn't entirely relevant. But I do know that I have an opportunity to do damage. So for like Sven would be an amazing Divine Rapier hero, but that's why he has Divine Rapier basically built into his ulti, because they know. But getting a heart is basically Divine Rapier for him. But Sven is like the perfect example. Sven has one period in time where he blinks in and stuns and hits you 3 times, and either he fucking kills you or he doesn't. And this is for whenever you get into that kind of situation, just in any game. So like, let's say you're playing Juggernaut, and they've got a disruptor with an axe and a fucking like a shadow fiend or something, and their carry is a specter with like a manta or some shit. You know for a fact the only thing you're doing in that game is you're gonna Omni Slash, and then after that they're gonna fucking kill you. So if we identify that, it's like, hey, the only thing that I can do this game is Omni Slash and hope that it works. Or, you know, we get a bunch of crazy pickoffs and nothing matters. But the only part of this game that I can optimize for with just items is just getting a good Omni Slash. But there's no way that I can do enough damage as a hero to kill a fucking Shadow Fiend and a Spectre with Manta during a Omni Slash with just like a fucking Manta and a Butterfly. Like, those numbers just don't add up. So you get a Divine Rapier instead, and you're invulnerable for the entire duration of your Omni Slash. You have +5 Omni Slash strikes, and then you just like, whoop, I have that one window, and you just fucking burst it wide open, and then it turns into just, there's no wall there anymore.
Yeah. So
yeah. So and like with Luna, there was a game where I was against a Medusa, and I was like, I can't fight this Medusa. I need to change this dynamic. I know I can get up in her shit and fight her, but she has longer range than me, and it's really hard to run away. But I know I can fight. I just know that I can't get away afterwards. I'm like, okay, I'll get a rapier and ensure that I don't fucking have to run away. Then the entire dynamic of the team fight changes, and they're just gonna fucking lose and die.
Yeah. So, like, what are the main heroes that you're building Rapier on? Like Jug, obviously, and Monk King, obviously. But are there any others recently that you've had that have felt strong?
Yeah, Jug for sure, Monkey King for sure. Not Gyrocopter. See, I have an issue with heroes like Gyro and Dusa as Rapier builders, because those are more like everything's going bad, I gotta kill their team kind of things. The heroes that I have been building Rapier on are heroes that are like... there's no way to interact with me anymore once I get this rapier. Like a Gyro rapier doesn't...
It doesn't change how Gyro works. It just makes him do Gyro things better.
Yeah. It doesn't kill a Spectre. Like, just because you have a bunch of plus damage on Gyro doesn't mean that, you know, there's nothing that the enemy team can do. Like Divine Rapier on a Luna, if Luna's a bit more iffy, but if you start up, you know, like hitting a building and your glaives start bouncing, everyone has to leave because there are 400 damage glaives bouncing in between their axes. But like a Gyro gets it, and you know, he flaks, and then 13 shots are rapiered and they back off for those. And then you're just a guy with a right click that has extra damage on it, and that's not fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, it's good on Gyro for, you know, you get Mega'd and you want to be Havost, but you know, it's not the kind of rapier that I'm thinking about. Faceless Void, another great one. Chrono someone, kill their entire fucking team inside the Chronosphere. Amazing. And you have a bunch of escapes or whatever. Faceless Void's a perfect example of a great rapier carrier. Slark, if I played him, great rapier carrier. Because you have, you know, like you have those solid 4 seconds plus maybe a BKB where you can, you know, just fucking kill who you need to kill. PL is okay. PL is a bit better to like do the War of Attrition kind of thing. Tiny is an amazing Divine Rapier carrier. The change to his tree grab, he gets 40% bonus damage, 120 bonus damage to the to buildings. But so that Divine Rapier that you're getting doesn't just add 300, it adds, well, it's 320, and then it's adding that 20 in there makes it a little bit more difficult. Anyway, it's like a 460, something like that. A little bit less than that. It's about 460 damage, which is crazy.
Makes your tree toss really good too.
Yeah, and your tree toss then does like 1,000 damage. That's fucking
like
wild.
Lagunas.
You throw a Daedalus in there, like you lose. You just fucking die. It's incredible. Let's see, who else is decent with it? Wraith King, always a nice one. Wraith King has, you know, like some time to kill things. Chaos Knight, no. I guess Dragon Knight wouldn't be too bad. It's just, how are you going to get there on Dragon Knight?
Yeah.
Not Terrorblade. It sucks on Terrorblade. It sucks on Spectre. Really good on PA. I've won a lot of PA games off of Rapier. Those are wild fun games. Not Arc. Yeah, and PA is an incredible one for it because eventually PA is going to fall off. But if she has a rapier, she doesn't fucking fall off.
Nobody falls
you fall
off with a
cliff
rapier.
and you die. Yeah, dude, you just break your fucking neck the second the dagger comes in. You're like, oh man, we have this really big, good advantage. I have my Battlefury, my Desolator, my BKB, my Abyssal. What would top this all off? 320 damage. They will die. And it won't matter. You just toss a dagger and they're fucking dead.
And then
it's
cleaves.
Good.
Oh god.
And it cleaves. Dude, it's so good. It's so good, honestly. Not Troll, because Troll just wants to sit on you and stun lock you. If Divine Rapier has nothing to do with that. Weaver is another good one. Like, if you have a Weaver that's literally two-shotting supports, not like, oh man, this guy does so much damage, he like two-shots me after these bugs chew my armor and he needs 5 seconds of scooching and scooching and scooching and then he kills me. No, literally Geminate attack, you're level 25, 3 attacks, boom, 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 fucking dead Crystal Maiden as always. Or Shadow Shaman, depending on, what patch you're playing.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just this. Yesterday I was thinking about it on Ursa, because if you just overpowered someone with 6, they're dead. They're fucking dead.
We're just joking about how like now Battlefury is so good you just build on everybody. This is like the next level. Like it's like the Galaxy Brain version of that equation.
Actually, Divine Rapier is the best item in the game. Built it on everyone.
Yeah. Oh,
it really is. Honestly, it is the most underutilized item. I swear to God, and I'm sticking by that. Alchemist also amazing Divine Rapier carry.
Yeah. It's cool. I can't argue with like the fact that like it has so much cool factor. It's just so like every time I don't know. Like I'm very interested to see it in action. Like we played it with like we played it like a couple months ago with like a jug game, I want to say, or something. I don't know. We talked about it on the show a while back.
We tried to, but it just wasn't a Divine Rapier game.
It has.
But this is the first time where I'm 100% planning on getting a Divine Rapier.
Yeah. Okay.
Regardless of anything.
So you're gonna be playing Monkey King with the Divine Rapier. How specifically, like on the tier list, is Monkey King like the highest of tier Divine Rapier characters?
Number 1, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Number fucking 1 on the Monkey King. Jug is number 2, and it's close because it's it feels really good on Jug, but Monkey King is, at least after the game I played yesterday, absolutely number 1. This was also probably the worst game you could get a Divine Rapier in. You know what we were against? We were against a fucking Magnus and an Enigma. Like that's you just fucking die territory. Like you might just get caught and you might just fucking die. But it won the game so hard. Like I was watching the replay, and I recommend you watch the replay for yourself at some point, just because it's so fucking hilarious. Every team fight recap was just like, as soon as I got the rapier, the first team fight recap was just like, I was 90% of the team's damage, and I did 10,000 damage in a fight, and I didn't even leap off a tree for the entirety of it.
Yeah. It sounds cool. So to synergize with the whole rapier idea and Monkey King specifically, I'm going to be playing Oracle. And I used to play a lot of Oracle. I've not been playing a ton of Oracle recently. I don't think the hero's weak at the moment, but I just kind of have...
There's just not a lot of reason for him.
Yeah. Like the people that are tanky already, right? So a lot of times, like if you have a DK on your team, like you don't need to protect the freaking DK. Like he's DK, he's fine. Or if you have a Lycan strat, it's like you're not a fast-paced hero. But that being said, Oracle's still a perfectly good hero. Pairs really well with Tusk, and Tusk is super popular at the moment. Not that we have any control.
One thing I'd say that's kind
of
bad about Oracle right now is just that, like, people really like having like good lane matchups, kind of more than good team makeups for the most part. And the second you add a 5 in that just has no disable whatsoever, it really kind of puts a strain on everyone else.
Yeah, well,
if you pick if you pick Clockwork and you have an Oracle and your mid is like a Queen of Pain or something, you are in desperate need for any fucking hero at all that can stop someone from BKBing. Like, your only option there is your offlaner. Like it's rough.
Yeah, in the nice thing about Oracle, specifically with Monkey King and lane, is that you have your charge CC, your Fortune's End. I gotta like mentally make sure I get all these names right. The only unfortunate thing is, of course, that's a channel ability. But the nice thing is, if you are CSing against whatever the offlaner is, I can charge that, and that gives you time to then set up your abilities and jump somebody, and then get all your stuff off and get running. Yeah. Which is handy, just like any kind of stun would be. Monk King is so mobile as to work well with an ability like Fortune's End. Compared to some carriers that would be like, all right, well, like this person outruns me, so I like sure you disabled them, but this doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah. I'll probably go like 2-1-2 or something with you.
Yeah. So
I think that would probably make sense.
That's handy. The other big thing about Oracle is he's a more greedy 5, and he's not a 4, which can put you into a bad game state sometimes. Like if you're playing from behind, for example, Oracle's not great. Or if you have a 4 that's super greedy, then it's like, right, I cannot be the person that buys a billion wards. Like I need to have like an urn and mana boots, and then at least those. Like I need urn mana boots, and then ideally I want to have like a glimmer cape, and then disassemble my mana boots and get an aether lens. Like that's generally the goal, and maybe get the spirit vessel because that's real handy. But
good item.
It's not like other supports where it's like, oh, I'm playing Shadow Shaman, like sure I'm poor all game, but eventually I got a blink dagger, and then everything was fine. Like no, I'm Oracle. Like I need to get like a couple things at least. The cool synergy with Monkey King is that Monkey King has AoE. Like Monkey King claims territory basically through his ult, so that gives me a bit of freedom to either be behind that in a safe place or in that, which effectively becomes a safe place. It eliminates or at least
can go forward without being like easily punished. And shit.
It at least mitigates some of the enemy counterplay potential of where like normally if you're playing Oracle, like the enemy team's like, oh, they have an Oracle, let's just pop him immediately. And that's why you're building Aether Lens primarily, is like you just need to live so that you can do your stuff. Like if you die first, or if you're forced to ult yourself, then who cares that you're playing Oracle? Like you're worthless. Go play something else. So that's something that is a nice little bit of synergy with Monkey King. And of course, with the Divine Rapier thing is I have a save. You can play more aggressively, and I hopefully will not disarm you, because that would be real bad.
Yes. Actually, it doesn't matter if you disarm me either, because it's my monkeys that do the business.
Oh, that's true. But yeah, so I'm going to be able to have a bunch of saves. Both early game, I'll have obviously the Fate's Edict save where you won't take magic damage if I disarm you. Or alternatively, in the late game, or in the mid game, I have False Promise for you, so that I can just, remove whatever your, like if you get gone on by a Bat Rider or whoever, I can just immediately pop you out of that and say, all right, go jam. And it should be pretty nice. Admittedly, I have not played Oracle in a bit, so it's probably gonna. I'm a little worried about my first 10 minutes.
Have you played him since 707? Like, do you know what his talents are?
I can look him up.
That's a no.
That's definitely a no.
I was looking for an answer to my question. Not.
I'll see real quick when my last Oracle game was. Actually, I could do it in game way faster.
All right.
So my last Oracle game was on September 13th, 2017. So it's been. Okay. It's not been that long. It's only a few months.
It's not since the talent changes.
Yeah. Not since the challenge changes, but we.
Anyway, so you'll get to figure out an item build or a talent build. That'll be very fun for you.
Yeah, I also have an immortal that I never got to use, so this is like a high point in my Dota life. Oh, nice. First use of an immortal.
Yeah, that water one.
Yep.
All right, I want to talk a bit more about this divine before we play the game. Oh, and also in addition to that synergy that we have, that I have a divine rapier, you can save my life, but. The monkey, like the main way you die on Monkey King is you get bursted before you can get like your Jingu out and then heal up from all your slashes. But if you manage to like grave me or whatever the fuck, and then I live long enough to get 4 strikes out, and then I throw a boundless strike, each thing hit by boundless strike, which is my line stun thing, my little staff. I'll get lifesteal off each target hit by those. It's like it just takes 1 charge of my Jingu up, and I get lifesteal from all of them. And Jingu is 60% lifesteal, so I'm getting 60% of. Let's see. At this point, I've about 550 damage at level 23 on Monkey King here with a fairly basic Divine Rapier build. That's a lot of health, my dudes. It's like 3,060 health.
Yeah, and that's amped, of course, by my ult. Like, so basically, you're guaranteed to be full health.
There are 360 on each target that I hit. So if I hit 2 heroes and 3 creeps, and then that's multiplied by I'm absolutely, no matter how much damage you throw into me, and I've got 3 more Jingus after that, I'm gonna be full health if I get my Q off while you ult me.
Yeah.
And that's fucking insane, honestly.
And my false promise lasts a super long time compared to an ability like Grave, right? Grave is what, 5 seconds or something? Yeah, max? Let me look.
Yeah, I think it's 5. Yeah, and yours is 10 seconds. Yeah, so if as long as I haven't stunned, as long as I haven't stunned within about 12 seconds of your ulting me, I will be able to full heal, which is that's honestly insane. The reason
it's super cool.
The reason why Monkey King is such a great divine carrier is not only you lifesteal a lot, whatever. The main reason is that your monkeys gain the damage of that, and you also build a Battlefury. So effectively, your ult becomes like the end, not
like
the
an
end
Ember
scene.
Spirit thing.
No, it's that scene in Toy Story 3 where all the fucking toys are going into that furnace with fucking saws and it's just death and everyone's dying and it's all emotional and they're all crying even though they're toys. It's like that. That's your thing. And the enemy is a bunch of cartoonish Pixar characters with no power or agency. And you just fucking honestly, I can't describe it as well as this. There's no way to really describe how fucking absurd it is. There was this team fight in this Divine Rapier Monkey King game that I was playing, and basically my entire team got wiped. And my Dazzle was right outside our mid tier 3 on Dire. And I'm Monkey King. And I just leap up to one of the trees where they can't see me. I drop my ulti down. And then I walk down. Magnus Blink RPs me. And Enigma blinks on top of me and tries to black hole. And before either skills get out, and it wouldn't even matter if they did, they both died. They just both fucking died immediately. Just no time to cast a spell, nothing. They were just in my ulti and then they were dead. There was no frames. It was just in, dead. And that's really all I have to say about it. They immediately fucking die. It's too good.
I'm scared. We built it up so much. All right,
it's so good. Well, hey, there's more. Not only that, this game, since I was against these big ultis, I didn't want to get caught. I built an Aeon disc. And you know what that does?
Dude, it's so good.
When I go below 80% health, I'm invulnerable for 2.5 seconds. But I don't do any damage during that. But hey, guess what hero doesn't do any fucking damage?
You do damage.
Monkey King doesn't. Monkey King doesn't do any damage at all. His little monkeys in Wukong command do. So I can be in the middle of my ulti taking literally no damage, and my damage isn't or doing no damage. My damage doesn't fall off. My monkeys do it all. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah. I mean,
I literally killed an Enigma while I was black holed.
That's pretty funny.
It was insane. Dude, there's this Juggernaut. This Juggernaut is got he died and he had Aegis and he popped back up and then just fell immediately. It was just instantaneous. 3 monkeys just turned around and was come! And then he just dead. Oh god, I love it so much. And then the other synergy is, of course, Boundless Strike is especially once you get your level 20 talent, which is 50% more Boundless Strike crit. Your Boundless Strike is 275% crit in an AoE. And that's modifying what I still have about 550 damage here. That's a lot, dude. That's it's almost 1,500. Wait. Yes. It's almost that.
Sure. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, okay. I was critting for 1,600 sometimes, but I think that was after I got my Daedalus. So then just to top it all off, I got Daedalus, and then my cleaving monkeys everything I know that I already said they already just fucking die, but they just instantly. It's so fucking funny.
Okay, all right. So before we hop into our game, let's do our presenting sponsors for the day. So Pugna is an online platform and community where high-skilled Dota players, ex-pros, current pros, and other coaches create educational video guides on how to improve at the game, learn new heroes, and help everybody gain a little bit of MMR. I kind of need it given my current losing streak. Hopefully. We'll see. This platform is totally ad-free, and each hero guide is divided into separate videos tackling specific heroes or concept or mechanics. Each guide also has accompanying Steam guides for in-game stuff, which is super handy and makes it a little more easy to apply some of the things that you've learned. There is plenty of content for players of all skill levels, whether you're brand new or an intermediate player or a long-time player, just if you're just trying to brush up or learn something completely new that you've never tried before. You can try out Pugna for free for 30 days if you just email them at support@pugna.com. I think they are in the process of fixing their thing so we can have our promo code back. And, but doesn't matter. It's 30 days free either way. You can also find them on their website, pugna.com, pvgna.com, or on Twitter at pvgnapugna. Our other sponsor for today is Unicorn, UNIKRN. Unicorn is everyone's premier esports outlet. Unicorn has totally legal and free-to-play esports betting everywhere, as well as real money betting if you live in the UK or Australia. You can earn betting tokens as well as Unicorn Gold, which you can use on cosmetic item raffles, just by playing your favorite games, CSGO, Dota 2, League. I believe those are the only three. In addition to betting, Unicorn also has other Dota 2 content. They also have other game content. There's a lot of CSGO content because for one reason or another, CSGO is the esport that everybody loves to talk about. It's the betting game. It is the betting game, that's for sure. And it also is the game with the better economy, skin-wise. And they have less dumb drama about Facebook, but, whatever. They also have other articles, pro-men analysis, interviews, stuff like that, guides to new patches when they go live, and other random common interest esports pieces from people like Gorgon. Unicorn also has their service, Unicorn Connect. UNIKRN is Unicorn, and Connect, CONNEKT, where you can earn Unicorn Gold just by playing Dota 2, CSGO, or League of Legends, and then you can trade in gold for chances to win cosmetic items from those games at no cost to you. You can also find Unicorn at unicorn.com, UNIKRN.com, and more info on Connect, unicorn.com/Connect, CONNEKT. That is, I've spelled them out enough. So those are sponsors. Thanks for a sponsorship, and we're going to pop off to our game. And
I want you to guess how long it took a 3,000 health Magnus and a 3,000 health Enigma to die from the time I started channeling my ulti to their deaths.
How long does the ult take to channel? Like a second and a half? I'm gonna say 4 seconds.
3 was correct. It took literally 3 seconds for it. I did 7,500 damage in 3 seconds because there was a clockwork I also got to half who was perfectly engaged in the fight. It's the build. Anyway, let's go play it.
I can't wait till people build blade mail against you. And then
dude, my monkeys don't kill me. My monkeys don't do damage to me. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's no counter.
So we're gonna have to do a game. You can watch that. Watch that on YouTube. We, of course, have our new YouTube, which is where all the VODs are going up. And pretty soon, all the podcasts will be going up on the new YouTube. So go to our regular YouTube, youtube.com/4thspirit. And then there's a link right there. Or we'll link them in our Discord and on Twitter. There's also, there's a Twitter link that went out today. So pretty soon that'll have a custom link. Then everything will be fine. So, we will be back momentarily, everybody.
Okay, here we go. Theocraft Thursday, round 1. The stage of fate is set. Ready? Fight!
Yikes.
Well, there's always next game, friend.
Oh, okay. All right, hello, everybody. We're back. We've just finished our game. It was an okay game. It was not we didn't win, obviously, as you heard probably from the intermission, but it was an all right game. We did get the Rapier, which that was something we were talking about before the game started. It was like, well, if it's not a Rapier game, that would be rough. But we did end up having a Rapier at one point.
That's the theory.
Yeah, that is the theory, I suppose. But some games you end too fast either direction, and then you can't do your build. It's like when you theocraft some build is like 5 or 6 slots, and then it's like, well,
I mean, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so I'll read the team comps. Let's do it in pick order, actually, for the sake of it. So the enemy team had first pick. They first picked a Pugna. Also, this was all party, by the way. The enemy team had a couple really high MMR players. I don't know how this balanced out, but, whatever. They first picked Pugna, who ended up being a support. And then we second picked Faceless Void, third picked Monkey King. There was a contest for safe lane, which is why we third picked the Monkey King. Otherwise, normally you'd hold that pick for a bit. I probably would have picked third, Anyway, all right. 4th pick for the enemy team was Earth Spirit. 5th pick for the enemy team was Phantom Lancer, who ended up being safe lane. And then 6th pick was me on Oracle. 7th was our mid lane Shadow Fiend. 8th was Sand King offlane for the enemy team. 9th was Sniper for the enemy team. And then our final pick was Spirit Breaker.
Anyone could listen to this and know what the teams were.
Yeah, that was really confusing, actually. I'm just going to say it. All right, so their team was offlane, Sand King, safe lane, tri-lane, PL, Pugna, Earth Spirit, mid lane, Sniper. Easy. Our team was a safe lane, duo lane, kind of tri-lane sometimes, of Oracle, Monkey King, and Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker was roaming and spent a lot of time bottom.
A roamer sometimes ends up in your lane.
Yeah, I mean, well, like their Earth Spirit roamed, but he spent a lot of time bottom, whereas our Spirit Breaker roamed, but spent very little time top. Also. Did he?
Yeah, and he was probably mid also.
Anyway, and then we had a mid lane Shadow Fiend. I did just drink something. I have my push talk turned off, so you guys get to hear water drinking. And offlane Faceless Void for us. So let's talk team comps before the game even gets going. So the enemy team comp, I think we both agree, is better, right? The Sniper is a good matchup for Shadow Fiend. He's good against Monkey King. Can you go into why he's good against Monkey King?
Yeah, Monkey King is all about area control, and Sniper is all about being outside of the fight. So I can control the area that is the fight, but Sniper's never gonna be there, and then he's just gonna shoot me. And guns are really fucking good against monkeys. This ain't no King Kong shit. I'm just a regular monkey. I mean, I'm literally a god in Chinese mythology. But anyway, the point being that Sniper is just really good against Monkey King, and Shrapnel also like makes it hard as shit to move, and it can see trees and shit, or see it has flying vision. So overall, Sniper is just a kind of difficult matchup. It's like, it's playable. It's just difficult. Like I would, stun and get on top of him. And when I got my Jingo off, he'd Hurricane Pike me and then I'd walk really slowly. Like that's not a great way to succeed. Also, Monkey King just has obscenely low armor. Like I had like 12 armor when I had a Divine Rapier. It's not your defense should be that no one can fucking be all up in your grill because you got 8 monkeys also in your what is known as a posse. So like no one would get all up in that shit. And a Sniper doesn't give a fuck. Sniper is not going to. Sniper will respect your presence and will not get up all in your shit, and he'll just shoot you. Just with a fucking gun. He just fucking shoots you and you die.
Yeah, it was rough. All like from a Oracle perspective as well. This game was a game where if we were not doing this combo, I probably would have picked something with a stun because we had like the enemy team. They had a lot of like go in on us, and we need to lock them down. So I probably would have early picked something like a Rubik, maybe a Jakiro. But Oracle, it was an okay Oracle game. The problems that I ran into were, these fights were very spread out, and we got pincered in a lot of them between the Sniper on one end and the PL on another. Yeah. So I would just kind of get, like, people would spread out, and then I would just kind of be, like, left alone. And then I would just get murdered by one of the many people that wanted to murder me on the enemy team. So I had a couple fights where I just couldn't ult, and a couple fights where I had to ult myself, and then a couple fights where I would ult somebody but then die and couldn't heal them.
Yeah, there was no like backline for you to sit on. It was just fucking guerrilla warfare, and I was but a monkey.
Yeah. So it was, there's definitely worse Oracle games. I didn't get counterpicked, but it was not an ideal Oracle game. Because the ideal Oracle game is one where I would sit in the back with like, maybe like a long range mid or a 4 or something that's going to be able to blink, stun, or retaliate. Or we would just be constantly pushing into the enemy team with like something like a Huskar draft. Yeah. But instead, it was just very separated, and so I just died a bunch, which was rough.
Yeah, and they had a lot of jump. Like PL can jump, Spirit jump, Sand King jump, Sniper's bullets can jump.
Yeah.
There's no safe place.
Yeah. So let's talk a bit about laning phase. So our laning phase started off really well. It was pretty good in general. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would say so. It was good. We got a couple kills on the boy. I got first blooded, which was bad, but
yeah, that was rough.
Yeah.
Well, you got second blooded actually. You didn't go with the first blood.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Yeah. Normally, like with a Monkey King, you're like, I can win this level 1 fight, but I guess Oracle is just really weak level 1.
Yeah, I learned, again, like I haven't played Oracle in a while, I learned that I have 42 base damage.
Yeah,
which,
and you don't have any spells that do anything at level 1.
Yeah, like I have a channeled thing that stops people, which is good in a chase, but rune fights are not chases at all.
Yeah,
rune fights are, okay, I need AoE.
Yeah, and I only have 15% lifesteal with level 1 Jingu, so it's not enough to I can fight anyone with this.
Yeah. That rune fight was quite rough. The other problem we ran into was the enemy Sand King offlane started with his invis Sandstorm, and we did not have any invis detection, so that allowed him to get a really fast level 2, and we couldn't stop him. A lot of times I would bring a sentry to lane, but I didn't do that because I bought Courier and both wards, and I want to have 2 clarities.
Yeah,
but
no, I mean, if you buy both Courier and 2 wards, then you shouldn't buy a sentry, honestly. If you... Yeah. I mean, it was fine. It was only until I was level 2 that was an issue. Then I would just stun him every time he did that.
Yeah, let's see. Anyway, because normally one support would at least buy a sentry. So that was unfortunate, and he got a fast level 2. I did get dust and sentries brought out though at 2 minutes. Then we killed him another couple times, but he did get a lot of XP.
Oh, Spirit Breaker started with a fucking stout shield.
He did do that.
Ugh. Jesus. All right, go on.
So then, as the lane progressed, you had what was your Battlefury, 15, considering you also had shreds?
I think it was maybe 16 or so. Oh, no, it was 15. It was 1457. So not that bad considering I had 2 deaths. And I had to leave my lane.
Yeah, you did. So why you left lane to go for fight bottom, right? If I remember correctly.
I think that might have been. Maybe I did. I don't know. It was when there were 3 people top, and we had just I think they moved all their guys top or something. Oh no, there was a fight bottom, and I ported forward to try to kill PL. I didn't, and then we pressured tower, and then I just ran back top because we forced rotations. And Monkey King can run across lanes pretty quickly because I TP and then I just do my monkey bounce all around the world.
Yeah. All right. So moving on from the landing phase, because it was basically just you farmed. The Sand King got XP. He died a couple times, but whatever.
Yeah, I had to play very safe, and we were all tripping over each other's farm because Void was jungling and got a Midas at 18 minutes, and Shadow Fiend was, of course, jungling because he can't lane against a sniper. It was just a lot of overlap farming.
Yeah, the Sand King ended up with a 15-minute Blink Dagger, which is a good offlane Blink Dagger timing, especially considering he bought Arcane Boots.
Oh, for sure.
The issue I ran into, and I think this is pretty exemplary of the issue a lot of Oracles run into, and one of the reasons why the hero is not picked a lot, is the hero it doesn't play well from behind, kind of like a lot of heroes. But most heroes that don't play well from behind are carries or mids. And so you have a lot more say in whether or not you're going to be behind or not. But in this game, like you were saying, we had 3 greedy cores, and then I was playing Oracle, and we were not ahead.
He's not a greedy core.
Well, he's not a greedy core, but that's why
he's a safe laner.
Yeah, he's a safe laner, right? It's not like playing a safe lane like LC or something where it's he just leaves.
Well, that's not a safe laner.
No, I know. Okay, all right, I know. Anyway, all right.
I'm trying to think what core is less greedy than Monkey Man.
I mean,
Ursa, Lifestealer.
Yeah. Anyway, this is not
That's
about
it. That's about all I got.
The point of this is
saying,
that
don't disparage Monkey Man.
Okay, I apologize to all monkey kind. I will write a formal letter of apology later. So, Oracle doesn't play well from behind, and you really need Arcane Boots. You really suck with that Arcane Boots, and you suck until you have level 6. You have decent kill potential at levels 5, 3 and 5, because you have now the ability to combo people when you're paired with somebody. A lot of our kills were right after I hit level 3. I think we killed SK twice.
Yeah.
But when I didn't get mana boots until 17 minutes.
Yeah.
And you want to have mana boots by 10 as a general rule of thumb. And I didn't build Urn either. It's not like I delayed my mana boots. It was just I was constantly behind. Also, honorable mention, Spirit Breaker bought almost no wards. So I kind of had to buy all those wards. So I was not able to get a fast glimmer. Right, I got Arcane at 17. I didn't build anything. He
bought 7 wards. What are you on about?
Yeah, a whole 7.
You bought 12. That's only 5 more. Have you ever played 5 in your life?
That's 5. That's 5 big wards, dude. That's almost double. All right. Anyway,
that's what it should be.
Okay, all right. So I got my energy boots, my arcane boots. God, you got me all flustered. I had my boots at 17, and I didn't get my glimmer until 37. So it's 20 minutes to accumulate 2,000 gold.
Yeah,
Like
it's a rough
just
game.
miserable. So that made the Oracle game rough, more so than the hero picks. It was just like I had to play from behind because we were not ahead, and at best we were getting trades. So yeah.
We weren't really ever behind that badly. I guess by 27 minutes we were behind about 10,000 actually.
Yeah,
more like 7, but yeah, I guess it's kind of behind. Anyway, yeah, that was a thing. I feel like our heroes just didn't match up that well. A lot of the team fights, I felt like it was just kind of on me to do literally everything, because our Shadow Fiend would just kind of get overwhelmed with stimulus and not be able to raise anything and die. And our Faceless Void solo chronoed an Earth Spirit about 3 times, and beyond that, just kind of died. And Breaker is actually just such a fucking bad hero right now. Like everyone has so much shit, and then he just charges. And like, okay, so there's 4s that do initiation. Like there's an initiation like a Sand King Blink stun, and then there's initiation like Spirit Breaker running at you, and you can just do things about it. Like he tried to charge the sniper, and the sniper just halberded him. Piked him. That's what it is. Yeah, it's the wrong item. There we go. He just piked him. So it didn't happen.
Yeah. Well,
and that was that. Our pike fucking countered our entire 4 hero. Great.
Yeah. Well, I think like Spirit Breaker. I wouldn't say Spirit Breaker is a bad hero. I think Spirit Breaker is similar.
He's a bad hero.
Similar to Oracle, Spirit Breaker is bad from behind, right? Because Spirit Breaker has that initiation that a Sand King does or somebody else does from level 1, whereas other heroes, you're not going to have Blink on Sand King 4 until like 18 minutes. Yeah, and Tusk is a god.
Tusk is good.
Tusk is amazing.
Yeah, he's good in that he's the hero that you pick.
Yeah. Anyway,
I mean, he's not clockwork, but he's incredible. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I think Spirit Breaker is good. It's just bad from behind. Like we were behind.
I'm just saying, if there's just a hero that's just plain fucking better, aka Tusk, then your hero just, I don't know, like
that's fair. I won't disagree with that.
He just charges in and dies. That's what he does.
In this game.
Only every other, like a lot of initiators initiate and then die. Spirit Breaker tries to initiate and then dies. He makes an attempt and then dies. It's a marked difference.
Yeah, that was rough. It was just a rough game. So let's talk more about like the actual combo and more about the Divine Rapier thing. So you were really strong in like 2 fights after you got the Rapier, right? Like,
yeah,
would you say?
We just as you said, the fights just weren't centralized, and we just had no control.
Yes,
because our Breaker would die, and then our Faceless Void would ulti nothing, and then our only control left. Yeah, he literally inside of our base on our last defense, he solo chronos an Earth Spirit, and then it turns out it was a fucking illusion. Like, not only do you chrono the least important target, but he was an illusion of, it was like, oh my god. Like, just in case you weren't aware how fucking stupid this was, here's another little hint that this was just not the thing to do.
Yeah, God. Yeah, so
anyway.
Yeah. And also, like, and then our 5 is an Oracle, so like, it's not like if I was playing Rubik, right? I could blink and then stun somebody, or just stun somebody in the first place. But my thing has to be charged, and like I'm trying to hide.
If we also had tanky heroes, then it would have been okay. Because like the issue was they would just go somewhere and then kill someone in the duration of me channeling my ulti. Like there was really no individual point where like we are going to fight here, set up for it, and then go. That just never happened. So I just never really got an impactful ult off, which felt pretty bad. There was that one kill and I got a couple ults out that were nice, but yeah, it was just like, it's so hard to be a Monkey King against a sniper. Cause it was, there were a couple times where I killed sniper. Actually, no, there was that one team, the team fight that I died in where you ulted me. My ulti did so much fucking work there. I just didn't have a Q to heal myself up, and you died. So you couldn't heal me either.
Yeah,
but that one team fight was really good. I'm actually gonna look at that one real quick, because that was like, if I just lived through there, the game would have been very winnable. But I did not. I died.
Yeah, it was close too. Like you barely died.
Well, I have no idea how close I was, honestly.
Maybe I'm thinking of a slightly different fight. Yeah, it was a less than ideal.
Oh yeah, it looks pretty close. Oh no, it looks like I'm gonna fucking die. Yeah, I died.
Do you think
that was one mid where I dropped the rapier? That was the only fight I died because I had a rapier, so that would be it.
So like the PL, because we were actually talking about PL a lot earlier in the show. PL did a super tanky build. He went, let's see, it was Treads, Aki, Drum, Diffusal, Sage and Yasha, Heart, Butterfly, BKB, and then he picked up your rapier. I think that was his full build. I could have just looked at the graph, but for some reason I decided not to. No, that was right. And he was super tanky with the SNY, which with the SNY, that's like when he started really fighting and jamming on people, and then he had the Heart. How do you think that matchup against your rapier? Because like theoretically, like the rapier,
it was fine. Honestly,
is the best of it against that.
Yeah, it was fine. Just the issue was that he just didn't fight whenever I had my ulti out. Like, I mean, there was really only one fight, and that was the one where I killed Sniper and I killed his. He had a butterfly even, but I killed Sniper and I killed his Aegis, or rather his Aegis and Sniper within one ulti. That was, he died, popped back up, immediately died again, and that was like, okay, this is a good fight. But PL just waited on the outside, and then after I was dealt with, he killed our entire team, because our fucking team was worthless. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else? Like, I feel like you need to talk more about their whole rapier tempo.
Yeah. I mean, I like the rapier. Like, yeah, we lost the game, but the rapier was the only reason that we had a chance. So I definitely don't think anything was wrong with it. I don't think there's another item that I could have bought that could have turned the PL into a killable hero besides that. Do you agree? Did you like the rapier?
It definitely. So you kind of described it in the VOD where it was, we would definitely lose if you didn't build a rapier, and we had a chance at winning if you did build a rapier, and that's really what it came down to. Like, it was a desperation play, even though it was planned. Well, like, it worked out where like even if it wasn't planned, it would have been a desperation play. Yeah,
it naturally it built into it naturally, and it built into it like conveniently. As far as the actual method of playing Monkey King this way, this is something that I was kind of learning when we first started doing Battlefury Monkey King, and I was watching Miracle play it. After you get the Battlefury, and even after you get the Echo Saber, you actually don't really fight. You just keep farming. You really never stop farming. If a fight just so happens to happen near one of your towers, you can port on it, jump into a tree, and then ulti from the trees. That's a really good thing to do, but like, don't commit yourself to a fight really ever. You're all about your item progression, and it's not until you get your BKB that you can actually survive in a fight. So that's kind of that. One of the ways that you should farm if you ever feel like you're in danger is just hop from tree to tree following your wave. And then when the waves meet, check if a hero is going to pop up. And then right as, one of the first creep is close to dying, do your jump down, hit with your Battlefury twice, and then use your Monkey Slam, and then go back up into the trees and follow your wave again. It's like incredibly, incredibly hard for them to actually catch you that way. And you can just farm waves forever. God, I was watching some of the team fights and how they worked out. And man, that Chronosphere on the Illusion is some funny ass shit. Yeah, that's for all the old information about Monkey King and previous episodes. I think in .p those pretty much still apply. As far as skill build goes, I got my W at level 4 this time because that was the only way we were going to kill Sand King, and because of Oracle having such a long range route that he can channel, and it's just going to go a long ass distance. Having my extra length on my hop for, follow up seemed the thing to do. And it definitely was. Scaling on Monkey King's E, the Jingu shit, is actually not that great in terms of the damage. The lifesteal is really the best part of it that scales up. It only really gains 30 damage, I think. Let me look real quick. Monkey Man. 30? Did you say it is 30 or?
No, I mean, it sounds about right.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely noticed that it falls off at a certain point.
Yeah, it gains 30 damage. So like the first point, 60 damage, great. Second, 90, cool. 120, nice. 120 to 150. Like, I mean, if I'm hitting you for 120, 50 is not that big a difference. So I was okay with just getting, the 60 damage. So I was like 2, 1, 1. And then after that, at level 5, I got another Spring. Level 6, I got Boundless. Level 7, another Boundless. And then 8, I got Spring. I got Jingu. Sorry, I ended up 1-2-1. I was like mousing from Tree Dance over to the one to the right of it, which would be his E if he was a normal fucking hero, but instead it was just his other W. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So you max Boundless Strike after your 2-1-2, and then you get ulti at 9, and then you get your attack speed talent. I mean, you just get all the damage talents: attack speed, Jingu Mastery damage, plus 50% Boundless. Strike crit, that makes your rapier that much juicier, and then the extra Wukong's command ring. There's very few circumstances where I will get the armor. Some people like the armor because it's armor, but like the Wukong's command ring literally wins you the fucking game. Like you win once you get that. You find a Rax and you place it, and then the Rax is yours. That's much better than having 100 armor in your own self-created prison. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't disagree with that. I'm trying to think, because I've seen it win both ways, and occasionally like 100 armor is just dope, but most of the time, having an extra ring of control is a bit better.
Yeah, I mean the extra 100 armor is like for games where your strategy is to just fucking smack your dick against someone's face and hope that they don't smack back as hard as you do. And like, no, I have 100 armor, great. Like if you're trying to man fight a lifestealer, sure. But what if you have a rapier and when the lifestealer tried to walk up into your shit, they died? That's the better strategy, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
It's much better. Anyway, yeah, that's about that. The main way that I use the Wukong's command, and we had I had a perfect setup on them, but our fucking Spirit Breaker was dead for no reason next to our dead tier 2. But like when they were Raxing or when we were Raxing, I kind of just hop up onto the trees on the edges of the base. And once you're in those trees, they can't see you if you really hop forward, if you're paying attention to where like the line of sight is. So I can kind of hop forward really far, and then I ulti really far, and then all of a sudden their entire like base camp that they're trying to siege from is monkeys. And if I do that, and then I can do a stun to keep people in there, and then if Spirit Breaker were to charge in or something like that, and then maybe we get a chrono on part of it, like that's instantly, I mean, not a rampage, but a full team kill. But because people were dead, that didn't happen. But the theory is there. So if you're ever playing Monkey King, you're trying to Rax, the answer is to jump up on trees from the side. Unless they have flying vision, they will not be able to see you on trees. Watch out for, like Quelling Blades and stuff. Like I waited till Earth Spirit tried to throw his rock to like break some trees to stop me. But I just waited till he did that. And then I jumped up on trees, and then I got a decent ulti out, and they couldn't stop me from channeling it. And then, you just jump down and beat the shit out of people. So that's what we tried to do, and it didn't work because everyone's fucking dead. And that's all I got to say about that.
All right. I'm pretty tapped as well. So let's close the show so you can watch the VODs on YouTube. Remember, just go to our YouTube channel, then you'll see the link, or just go to Twitter, go anywhere, you'll see the link. You can find us on Discord, discord.gg/fourth, Fourth. I can't spell. If you'd like to support us, you do so on Patreon, patreon.com/fourthspirit. You can also just tell a friend about the show. That's a great way to support us. We always want to spread the gospel. I'm
actually going to put the match ID for the good Monkey King game, because it's actually like not even to like brag or whatever. It's just a funny game. I just highly recommend watching it. I wish the comms were saved over from that because it was fucking hilarious. But it's just a funny game to watch. So yeah. We'll put that in the description.
You can find us on Twitter. I'm at Ursinity. Proud is at Proud Dota. Our show is at Fourth Spirit. I guess this will be a teaser, but on Tuesday, we're going to be running our first t-shirt campaign. It's not out yet, but you can find that on our website eventually, fourthspirit.com. It'll start Tuesday and run for a week. And so if you're looking to buy a t-shirt with the Fourth Spear logo on it, you know where to come. Or a hoodie, or a women's t-shirt, or a men's t-shirt, or, you know, one of each. Who knows? You can do what you want. It's your money. So look out for that. I think that'll start Tuesday.
Can I get an Aardvark t-shirt?
I don't think that's part of our branding, unfortunately. So you'd have to find an Aardvark-based podcast, probably.
I thought we were inclusive.
I mean, oh, so you want a t-shirt for an Aardvark. I thought you meant like an Aardvark on a t-shirt.
No. I want a one that's made for an Aardvark.
You could probably customize, but I don't think Teespring offers Aardvark-based things. You could petition them.
We should take our business elsewhere.
A lot of people don't like Teespring because they
don't support Aardvarks.
No, that they work for.
That doesn't have anything to do with it. Most people are indifferent to the plight of being an Aardvark.
They're not very responsive to DMCA claims, unlike Twitch, to make it topical. So there is some drama where, like, very large podcasts like The Dollop, they get their stuff, like their logos, stolen, and then people make shirts on Teespring with their logos and other people's artwork and stuff like that. And then Teespring is very non-responsive, and they take too long. So, because like a lot of companies, God, this is going to be incredibly boring.
Are there any better podcasts that we could like ape their stuff and put that up instead of ours?
No. I like our logo a lot, and our shirts came out very nice. We're just waiting to finalize things.
Not better designs. I just meant like, you know, brands that are more successful than ours.
I mean, like, sure, we could tag it as like Rooster Teeth shirt, but it'll be our shirt.
That would actually be really good.
Yeah, and then people are like, oh man, this new Rooster Teeth podcast. And then we'll get sued.
Like, tag it like.
We'll tag
Tucker's
it like
Ghost.
Tucker's Ghost. That makes sense. All right.
That's Red vs. Blue. That's one of the characters. I don't know who was in that show still, but it was Tucker and Church and Caboose. That was the blue guy.
And Sarge. Yes.
So that was Red, idiot.
I was talking about Blue. Okay. All right. Anyway. All right. Okay. So yeah, look out for that on Tuesday. That's about it for us. It's been our theory, and if it didn't work out, blame your faceless void because
or your Spirit Breaker, or your fucking Shadow Fiend.
I love Shadow Fiend.
Or anyone.
Goodbye, everybody.
Just buy a Rapier. Just try it. Just please try it.